Let's talk about geometry. Geometry is amazing. Geo stands for Earth. Metry stands for measurement. Geometry is the measurement of the Earth. How do we measure the Earth? Well, it depends. Are we measuring a two-dimensional surface or a three-dimensional object? When we talk about two-dimensional shapes, we're talking about flat shapes, maybe a square or a triangle. If this is the case, we use the concept of area to measure it. When we're talking about three-dimensional shapes, we're talking about shapes that occupy a space. That means like a cube or a pyramid. In this case, we use volume to express how much they measure or how much space they occupy. But today, we're going to focus on area. And on our next class, we'll talk about volume. Let's talk about our learning objectives for today. Today, first, we will define the concept of area. Then, we will calculate the area of basic shapes like rectangles and triangles. And at the end, we will calculate the area of complex shapes using the area of basic shapes. So using learning objectives 1 and 2, we will accomplish learning objective 3. So please pause the video and copy these objectives in your notebook. Great. Let's talk about area. What comes to mind when you listen to the word area? I'm curious. Please write it down in your notebooks. What comes to mind? Was it maybe the area in a soccer field? Or maybe you thought about Area 51? Perhaps you thought about some places that you cannot enter, maybe some restricted areas? Well, when we talk about area, we are actually talking about a way to measure space, but a very specific type of space, only flat space. So, a definition of area that we can use is the size of a surface. Maybe we can also talk about it by using the word measurement of a surface, how much a surface measures. Or maybe we're talking about the extent of a surface, how much a surface expands. But let's work with this definition, the size of a surface. So, how big is a surface? This is the definition of area that we will use. So please, copy this definition down in your notebook, and once you finish watching this video, let's move on to the next activity.